And we are live now. Yes, cool.
Do you have coffee?
Yeah.
No, I don't drink coffee this late.
Oh yeah, that's right. Or tea?
I do have tea. I am lazy, however, and I'll maybe make some during break.
Damn it!
I'll maybe make some during break. We'll see.
I'm gonna make you like one of those beer drinking hats, but it's gonna look posh as fuck with tea on either side, being like swig.
Tea takes effort that I just don't have the energy for right now.
I just like the.
Okay, I understand that, but also I discovered yesterday the laziest way to make tea.
Mm-hmm.
And it was genius. I literally felt like ancient man when they discovered fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I went, you know what? Maybe some sleepy time tea will put me to sleep. And I'm like, oh, but I'll have to boil water and whatnot, and that's a whole time. And I went, wait a minute. I have a K-cup machine.
Yes!
If I don't put anything in the K-cup machine, it's just hot water. So I just put it in my mug and went... and I hit 2 buttons, and I had tea in the efficiency that would make an Englishman explode.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And I put a little bit of milk in it, and it was, oh god, I was asleep in like 20 minutes. Like I was like, oh.
Yes. Which
I didn't know how reactive to plants I was, because I'm like, sleepy time tea, I don't feel sleepy. And I went back inside of my apartment, and I was like, oh. Ooh.
That'd be faster than I thought. Oh.
That's me with melatonin in general.
Did I tell you when I got put under to go ahead and get my gallbladder surgery? The dude put a mask on me and told me to count backwards to 10, and I wanted to challenge myself. I was like, how high could I get? I'm like, I can get to 3. I'm strong as fuck. I can get to 3. I didn't even get to like 10.
Yeah, same thing happened. Same thing literally happened to me when I was getting my wisdom teeth removed. They said count backwards to 10. I went and then I was in another room.
Yeah, literally, it was like, and it was scary too, because it was like the span of a second, like my optics snapped out. Like,
for my wisdom teeth, I was like 10. Nah.
At least you got to I just got to 10. Like I feel like if I was standing, I just would have like 2-frame Family Guy fell over, just like.
What scared me the most
I
is
have one that beats all of you because my
What's your top score? Tell me.
When I was a kid, like I had like a surgery on my tongue because my tongue, like the little under thing on your tongue. Mm-hmm. Mine went all the way to the front of my mouth, so I couldn't really talk well.
All right, so they're gonna go ahead and I get the surgery. Okay,
that up. Yeah.
They told me, all right, kid, here's the deal. We have a brand new. This was in 2002, so a brand new PS2. If you make it to 1, it's yours.
Oh, they shouldn't have challenged you like that.
I made it to 6.
Oh.
All right. Well, I think that's a decent amount of preamble. So, Scoop Cat and
shit. Hold on.
Scoop Cat will never leave a scoop.
Yep.
Scoop Cat and Sleuting Boy.
Scoop Cat.
So at this point, this is like a personal bet for me of how long does Scoop Cat stay.
Same.
Okay. It was so funny one time because like you have overlays on Gateway, right? So like it doesn't matter what our icons are, but we just changed it out of courtesy and whatnot. And I completely forgot to. And it was in the middle of the break. And Caitlin's like, welcome to the pregame show with me and Scoop Cat. And I'm like, what do you mean Scoop? Oh, fuck. How long has Scoop Cat been there? And she's like, literally the whole time.
All right. Well, that's all getting situated up. Let me go ahead and grab my notes here with the introduction, and we shall start with our session proper to bat down for the night. Welcome one and all to session 51 of Chult of Personality. When last we left the expeditionaries, Elise the Wood Elf Ranger Fighter, Dan the Half-Elf Witch, Rue, the human druid monk, Tyrant Bane, the Minotaur paladin, Enoch, the human warlock, and Zeno, the half-elf sorcerer. Our party had devised a plan to help navigate the spinning pentagonal cogs of the 5th floor. The majority of the party would navigate the gears, while Spiff Longsteel and Atan, in conjunction with Yuki, Dance Familiar, would operate the control panel to rotate the rooms. After traveling past the cog of Rot, in the next room was a quintet of wardrobes with a portcullis on the northern side, with 5 blood drop-shaped crystals above it. And to the southeast lied a hallway with a semicircular room with a gold leaf statue of a mastodon in the center. On the walls of this room were depictions of the great Chulted warrior turned king Chikagari and his mammoth companion Gome, who had fought their way out of the 9 hells and several devils along the way, and slain the king who had banished them. Rue, noting a star-shaped indentation on the mammoth's back, guessed that the gold star level would have had something to do with it. Dan, after having everybody leave the room, instructed Biff to pull the golden lever, but they found themselves trapped in the room. After which slime also poured out from the various pipes that were in the back of the control room, after which, eventually Dan lost contact with Yuki. Mad how they were seemingly trapped in this pentagonal room, Tlon, the drow mage possessed by Wango, threw open one of the wardrobes that were in the room, which summoned a monodrone out of it, which it then tried to make its way back into the wardrobe, but failing miserably, as something seemed to keep it from wandering back inside. Another wardrobe was opened soon after with depictions of a graveyard and the Shadowfell, summoning a group of will-o-wisps that attacked the party and destroyed the monodrone, causing a light in a blood drop crystal to glow. The expeditionaries now realized that they must open the remaining wardrobes and slay what is summoned in order to free themselves. In spite of a wild magic surge, summoning a fireball on Zeno, the party triumphed over the will-o-wisps. Dan then saw a wardrobe with a depiction of a hag and a swaddled child, which he took mighty great exception to, and in a rage flung open the doors, which summoned a pair of Mezzaloths. After defeating them, there was a wardrobe depicting an infernal scene, which was revealed to bear a bone devil, which was also slain. And as our heroes lay poised to throw open the final wardrobe, this one depicting orcs and hobgoblins in battle, what must they slay to gain their freedom?
Ogres.
What fate has befallen Yuki, Biff, and Atan? And what lies beyond the portcullis?
Oh, they're dead.
Let's find out
They
the
did.
answers to these questions and more in tonight's episode of Chult of Personality.
I say you, they did.
It's a very, very clear possibility that these 3 are dead.
What?
Oh! Oh, Milla, you forgot the most important part.
What's that, Rabbit?
We didn't soft lock ourselves.
Yes!
Yes,
You did not, in
yeah,
fact,
man.
soft lock yourselves. Yet.
I was gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
Not technically out of here yet.
Oh, I
Yeah.
should probably let you know, if we soft lock ourselves, I made a wide variety of talking points.
More or less specifically, in reference or talking to someone in particular, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm excited for the Soft Lock podcast.
I may have named the last episode that, actually.
I'm so happy you did. I was checking every day to see if you did or not.
So, as you guys is there anything else you'd like to do? Place yourselves in the positions as you go to throw open the final wardrobe?
Well, we need to be at the
Maybe
map
if we
first.
saw the map.
Yeah. you need
Oh,
the
of
map
course.
for that.
I did it again, chat. I have not moved it over properly. What kind of
How
a
could-
DM am I?
How could you do this to me?
I've made my mistakes.
Got nowhere to run.
This is just your drop the dice. Instead of dropping dice, you forget to swap the map.
I can't
Yeah.
find a picture of.
We need to add that macro. Rat Milla didn't swap the map.
I got a total gun rack of noisemakers for that if you need added hilarity.
Sure, you may give me one.
Oh, okay. What's an arm's reach? Ah. You forgot to do it!
Wop, 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 wop.
Oh, I can do that on this too.
Well,
Wait a minute, can I mute this? Hold on. I've never tried this before. Hold on a minute. No, nope, that's horrible. There you go. That's how you do it. Oh, I'm a
Alright.
genius.
Thank you for that resounding performance, Rabbit. As, yeah.
It's
What
my
do
honor
you
to
guys-
serve.
How do you guys position yourselves before you throw up in the final wardrobe?
Rue just kind of throws up her hands. She placed herself earlier and it didn't work, so she's just staying put.
same.
I'm staying right here.
I think
All
Dan
right.
is comfy where he is. Tried to stay near the back. Was right up against the thing. Next to the wardrobe should be safe. Maybe?
The fact that I am the farthest away from possibly everything is good enough for me.
It appears
In
next to
theory.
you.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's just gonna fall from the ceiling on you like a little goblin koala.
Koopalue, I will protect you. I don't want you to die.
A stiff
Stay
breeze.
Like a wall master.
What's funny is that
Kawasha.
Kawasha has survived all this. If he dies under my care, what's that gonna say about me? And again, I can't. Then again, I was shit at keeping track of Tamagotchis, so like.
Fair.
It's gonna say you got super unlucky with an NPC that hasn't been leveling with us. So,
It's true. It's
and
true.
the fact that he is still alive is probably a miracle.
I'm just gonna move right there. And just,
Like
I'm
to
not
say,
touching the
it's
slime,
like
but I'm just
you're
standing on that
amazing.
square.
The fact that he's lived this long is because we're so good at keeping him alive.
And
Exactly.
then you gave him to me like a fool.
We need to keep him alive. We need to know how to get the hell back to the jungle. He's our guide.
All right. So, who's gonna open the wardrobe?
Me.
All right, Tyrant Bane. And that would be this one is the last wardrobe you haven't opened yet. This one had the Bone Devil. Yeah, the one you're at had the Bone Devil. It's this one.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah, there you go.
All right. And as you open this wardrobe that depicts orcs and hobgoblins clashing with each other, dust and smoke billow from the wardrobe, and the air around you sounds out with the roar of battle. Beyond the doors, armies fight each other under a blood-red sky that has an iron cube floating in it like a huge distant moon. Clouds of ash suddenly fly out from the wardrobe, transforming into screaming orcs before your eyes.
Orcs, 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 orcs.
Orcs,
And let me get these on the right layer. Wait, there's more. Curse you. Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative, everybody.
Okay.
Now for the long track of rolling all of our initiatives.
11.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! I picked the worst corner to be in.
Don't worry, I'll position them.
I'm going to have to
slightly-
refresh because something just cut off half the screen.
That was
Uh-oh.
nice.
No!
Discord, why you do this?
Well, no, it's roll 20.
Roll 20, why you do this?
Yeah, Roll20's been making my Firefox have a stroke the last couple of times, so I don't know what's going on.
I use Opera.
I use Chrome. Google Chrome.
I use the Google Chrome.
And now
I
check to
use
see how many...
Firefox.
I got a 19 on initiative, so this will only bode well.
All right. So, the orcs themselves rolled a 6. While the most burly of them rolled an 18.
Well, I also just had to restart all of my character sheets, so give me a second. I have to roll for Talad and Lucana.
Real quick, Rabbit, your initiative.
Yeah, my initiatives. Well, why is that a 19? Should have been a 15.
That's Kawasha's. Zal's is above that, and Tyrant Bane's is 15. It looks like.
Okay, it keeps shifting back to 19 when I try to edit it. Mila, can you help me out there?
Yeah, I can edit that. That's,
All right.
just how yours
That's what I was
was.
asking. I was like, okay, does he go
Thanks,
first?
Big Cat.
I am other big cat, apparently. You're welcome.
There's many
Oh, wait.
cats in here.
I'm curious about
A
something.
lot of cats.
I can do that. Okay.
Ah, god damn it! I need to close this tab.
Oh, 50.
I need to close this tab before I fall into a hole of looking at Arctic foxes. God damn it! I love them, like little fluffy white clouds of legs.
Cuteness.
Oh my god, they are.
Sorry, Enoch. Apparently, there's one more token that I missed. So I'm just having sliders over and actually GM layer. There we go.
While we're still doing setup, is this room big enough for me to be not in orc swinging range?
Well, considering it's about 15 feet tall, if you're flying, it absolutely can be.
Then yeah, I would have gotten out of weapon range.
Understandable.
In that corner.
Actually, we'll say this one spawned over here.
Dang it.
Also,
no,
Milla,
that's the worst.
could you help me out and restart the music since having to refresh killed that?
Oh, sure.
Thank you. Groovy.
All right.
Groovy, baby.
Okay, let's see. We have artifacts. I need to re-add Zols. Who rolled a 6, I believe? Oh, Zol rolled a 3, I see. Oh, wait, wrong layer. Wait, come on. There we are. Wait. Why are you doing this to me? Game?
Oh, meant to close that. Trying to figure out how things work again on this. Give me a second.
All good, man.
Rassin, frassin. There we go.
Let's see.
Our vitality is such a banger spell.
Oh yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. Why can I not select Zol? What the heck? I'll do it live. Shut down his initiative is 6.
He's following the beat of his own drum now.
Yeah.
No,
Also,
yeah,
Zol's initiative. What's Zol's dex modifier?
His dex mod is loading 0.
All right, so the orcs go before Zol then. Okay.
Okay.
Lucano goes before everyone.
Says the counter rolled a 22. Nice.
He's one of the people I would want to go first.
Yeah.
All right, the counter rolled a 22. All right, we'll start with the counter then.
Alrighty. Well, she's got 2 targets in front of her, sandwiching our mage friend. So, immediately just pulling out the greatsword and swinging first at this one.
All right,
That's an 18.
that'll hit.
Okay. For a total of 17 damage.
And with one clean swing, he cuts that orc in twain.
All right, moving on to the one that's right next to Talad. Still,
All right, the bigger, burlier looking orc.
19.
That'll hit.
And for even more damage, so I'm pretty sure he's dead too.
Actually, he's still standing.
Oh, well, that's why we have 4 attacks.
Yep.
Lord.
That's a 28.
So, 17. Yeah, that hits.
And 23.
I think you dogged him.
Jeez.
Rip.
Nope, he's still standing.
Oh!
He knows how to take a few hits. So 23 plus 18. Crap.
And then just add this too.
Yep.
Number 23.
Another 23.
Another 23. 46. Let's see, 46 plus 18. 60. Damn it, Jesus.
Okay, this guy's a tank.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but he's looking bloodied afterwards.
I would hope!
Yeah.
Roll that.
Lucana just did
He's
more
the
damage
boss.
than I did with a single spell, with a 5th level inflict wounds last time.
Yeah. Alright. Well, that concludes the Kanu's turn then. Zeno, you're up.
So, because Zeno wants to stay as far away from these guys as possible, I'm just gonna Chaos Bolt the guy that's already been attacked.
Alright.
And since that is a level 1, let's do the due diligence.
Roll for wild magic.
That's an 8.
No, sir, it's detected. Roll the hit.
13.
13 will miss.
Damn it. That natural one on the other side just taunting me.
Alright, anything else for your turn?
That's it.
Alright, next up, it's the War Chief. As he's going to stare. He just lets out a massive cry. Whoa!
I love him.
And for his bonus action, he will do his battle cry.
Can you put us something on the so we can discern who is the war chief?
Yeah, I will say it is the one with the banner.
I was about to say, probably the one that survived over 60 points of damage.
Yeah, that's who I thought it was.
And he's going to turn
Little
to. Yeah, Lucado is the one that dealt the damage, so he's going to turn and
Engage.
engage. So make 2 swings with his great axe. Let's see. That's a 16, which I doubt hits.
Nope.
And as will the other one. He just goes and swings twice with his great axe and manages to glance off the armor, not finding purchase. Slight bit of concern in his eye, all things considered. But that will conclude the War Chief's turn. That'll bring us to Rue.
Okay. We're gonna try to heck and bonk this lad right here for now.
Alright, attacking the orc.
So that's gonna be 2 whole heck and bonks. So
Alright.
this is gonna be Herbrishki plus 8. So that's gonna be 14.
14 will hit.
Hot diggity. And then for the second one, I'll just do that right now. That is going to be 11.
That will also hit.
Oh, hot diggity. Okay.
Actually, wait, 11? Actually,
yeah.
that will miss.
Okay.
Yeah, the higher.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. So,
All right.
13.
So for the first one, 2d8. That's going to be plus 5, so 16 damage.
16, it's still barely standing.
Well, then in that case, I'm just going to envelop all 3 of these with a whirlwind.
Alright.
So they need to make a strength saving throw.
Alright. Strength save. What's your DC?
13.
13. The one that is beaten up passes. One more will fail. Yeah, there were. I'm sorry, I have to move your token just for a second so I can see how many more.
Yep,
There
yep.
were 3. Okay. Yeah, 1 pass and 2 fails.
Okay, so on a failure, the target takes 15 bludgeoning damage and is flung up to 20 feet away from the elemental in a random direction and is knocked prone.
Alright, so the one that's underneath you gets flung towards Saul.
Oh, he's in the app, or he's in the slime.
He
So
manages to bug into Zal. Not really so much to damage him. But yeah, he'll land in the slime. The one that's further up, which way does he get flung? At least make a dex saving throw.
Oh boy.
You get +4 to that.
17.
Alright, you manage to duck out of the way as that orc gets flung right past you and into the wall.
Alright, and then
Can I flavor that?
As how would you like to flavor it?
Oh, I was gonna say he, as he gets thrown away, Elise will like, Elise will like sidestep and like try to basically do like a hip toss midair to just like chuck him further.
Sure. I'll allow it as you like as you go to duck out of the way, you just kinda goes just like get out of the way. And you just slam him into the wall. He doesn't take any additional damage, but for flavor, we'll say that happens.
alright. That first one took 12. The second one took 16. And then the one that passed takes half of 13.
Alright, unfortunately, that is still enough to kill that orc outright. So he is dead.
And that's my turn.
Alright, next up will be Tyrant Bane.
Wacky, thwacky, crushy, crushy. We'll attack this. Why isn't that not? Oh, there it is. I want to attack that one first. The one in front of me.
Alright,
Whoop. Oh, that's an 11.
that will miss.
24.
That will hit.
All right, 10 and 9.
So for 19, he's still barely standing.
Cool. Bonus action. Bonus action horns.
Go for it.
18.
18 will hit. How do you want to take him out, Rabbit?
Slash him upward so his chest is exposed, and then impale him on my horns and throw him off.
Alright, you managed to lift him up. And as you go to turn your head, you manage to deposit him over towards your right.
And then I will engage the other guy and smash my sword against my shield while bellowing in a very cow way.
Alright. Alright, that'll bring us to Elise. You have one orc behind you now.
Well, yeah, he's getting hunters marked.
Alright. I was gonna say, for the sake of this, it's like, well, probably not gonna last that long, but go for it.
Yep. So, yep, he gets thrown, he's getting hunters marked, and he's getting a sharpshooter. Even with the sharpshooter, that's a 27. What the heck?
That'll hit.
I'm assuming this guy's gonna last one round.
Yeetus deletus.
There's
Yeah.
20.
You shoot him right in the eyes and you pin him against the wall.
Because the way I was saying is like, so like, for those who have played God of War Ragnarok, one of the finishers for Atreus is he just straight up shoots the guy in midair. So
Sure.
like he goes flying in, Elise just like arm hip tosses him into the wall and then just spins around and shoots him straight in the face.
Alright, Billy Mays, what's next?
Billy Mays here, I'm gonna quickly just make a 5-foot step this way, and I'm gonna shoot the one in front of Enoch.
Alright.
Also sharpshooter. 18.
Hits.
Good God, 24 damage right off the bat.
And you shoot him right in the back of the neck and he collapses.
Yeetus
A straight up
deletus.
ragdoll fall.
I didn't even bother to ask about Colossus Slayer if they had been taking damage yet, so I was just like, yeah, that's probably enough.
Yeah, that one hasn't taken damage yet, so you just dome him right in the back of the head.
That's my turn.
Alright, next up is Orvex. Caitlin.
That's right. I control him.
You control the rate at which Orvex dies.
I control the it. Okay, I want to do this. Alright, he's gonna do a double dagger, I think. Because he has people next to him if I do that. So we're gonna Hibishki. We're gonna go for... We're gonna go for this lad, I think, yeah. So it's gonna be a multi-attack short sword, first one.
Alright.
Heck, damn it. 8.
An 8 will miss.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Or a 9 with
Orvex.
advantage. 17 with advantage because you are
There we go, that's better.
all.
Alright,
And Orvex manages to stab him right in the chest and he falls over dead.
Okay. Bonus action disengage. Veil.
Gotcha. It's now Dan's turn.
Well, I think it's time for Dan's second favorite spell now that he has it. It's time to summon some of those adorable little Shiba Inus. Magia Mycelia! And I'm going to cast that at level 3. So that's going to be 5. I'm going to hit this one until it stops moving and then transfer the rest to this guy. Unless all of them... So that's 3... Yeah, 5.
All right.
2... 3, 4, 5.
Wow.
Not great, but
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's still standing.
3. Oh, so I unloaded onto him solely.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think you can only do that with magic missile. I think it's only one target, unless I'm.
Well, you can
No, you can
specify
split it.
whichever one, however many you want to for each for any target. So yeah.
Yeah. You get to split it up, which is why it's a great AoE. Moonbeam is fun, but I can't do it with everyone in the middle of combat. With Moonbeam, I can just decide I'll hit that one, and that one, and that one. But I think
Alright.
that'll do it for me.
All right. Well, there's only one orc left, and seeing as how Enoch is right in front of him, with the aid of his War Chief's battle cry, he's gonna make 2 swings with his great axe with advantage on you.
Oh boy.
That's a... Oh, what's their plus to hit? That's a 19 to hit.
Exactly.
Alright. 10 points of slashing damage on the first.
Ow.
And that's another 19 on the second.
I figured.
For another 10.
Enoch's having a day, which can describe this entire adventure.
I was gonna say, poor Enoch always has a day.
Yeah.
Yep. And that will conclude the orc's turn. Next up is Zal. Also, I just realized that Kawasha was not added to the initiative. Let me double check. You know what? We'll do Kawasha first and then Zal, because I believe Kawasha rolled a 9.
Yeah, Kawasha did roll a 9, I believe.
Yeah, so let's do Kawasha first and then Zal.
Oh, it's gonna be real easy. Barkskin, donk, done. Okay.
All right. Barkskin. Now Zal's turn.
All right. Let's see. There's not a whole lot of place he can occupy. If he moved here, would he be staying in the goop? Would you consider that because of his bigness?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. And he can't really occupy over here unless he has reach. Hold on, let me see if he has reach.
I don't believe he has reach.
He does have reach.
A reach of 5 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's normal square, so...
Oh. Why would you write it like that? Okay. Okay, he has...
If we're thinking magic turns with reach.
I saw reach, I was like, oh, cool, because he's big, he can just reach over there and, like, crunch a orc. I can't occupy this space or anything, or move through. Hold on. Well, maybe...
You can
Hold on.
occupy an ally space. You just can't end your turn there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
allow that, so...
Okay, we'll move in, do a little thwacky up against the orc, and then just call it a day there. So here's the
All
great
right.
axe.
So attacking the war chief.
Spriggity sprue, here comes the goo.
Natural 1 will miss.
All right, Spriggity sprue, here comes the goo again. That is a 18.
I was gonna say, I thought Minotaurs only have 1 attack.
Wait, does he only have 1 attack? This thing is so fucking hard to read.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Charge. Does it show how many numbers of attacks he has somewhere on this?
He'll say
Yeah,
he has
so for
multiple
his
attacks.
action, it should be Great Axe, which should be 1. Or if it should be listed with multi-attack, it would be one of the things.
Multi-attack. Let me see if he has that.
He'll be at the
No,
top.
he doesn't have that. So, ignore me! Alright.
Alright, well, that will conclude their turn. Enoch, it's now yours.
Alright. Go hit him.
Enoch very tiredly moves over here. His hand was already turned into a sword, so now he's just going to swing.
With advantage because you're flanking with Claude.
Exactly. Probably because I had terrible booming blade luck.
Which
So
reminds me, I also didn't
A
roll.
double 19 doesn't really matter, does it?
So there's the base and booming blade. So that's 10 altogether.
Yep, and that will take him out.
And that ends
Epic.
Enoch's turn.
And because I've been terrible, I completely forgot about Claude. We'll say he goes next.
Well, yeah, he did go next. He had a 5 and I had a 6.
Oh, yeah.
It works out.
Yes.
Sweet.
And Talad is going to immediately nope the fuck out of there and teleport next to Elise with Misty Step.
Gotcha.
There.
All right. That'll then
Well,
bring us
Wait a
to
second. Wait a second. I just forgot something that he can do, though.
Oh.
Wongo Psychic
that?
Assault on the War Chief.
All right. Wisdom saving throw. That's cocked. That would have been a nat 20, but he fails.
Yep, so now he's stunned.
All right. So
Oh,
now it's the
sick.
Connor's turn.
Yes, I think they're going to take their attacks with advantage.
Yes.
For a nat
Delicious.
20.
Oh, nat 20s. That's
So-
disgusting.
Oh.
So
Oh my God,
max
that
plus-
damage.
So that's 12 plus 5. So that's,
That's
19.
38.
19 plus 12. Yeah! Yeah, that's gonna pretty much just flat out kill him. So the Mikado with just a flourish with her greatsword just takes the war chief's head. And thus ends combat. Where are you, music? And as the war chief falls and the dust swirls from the combat, you look up at the portcullis and the gems above it as the final light lights up. The portcullis rises into the ceiling.
Yay, Enoch says while bleeding heavily from the chest.
Another job well done.
Do I have anything?
I rest a hand on you and heal you for 20.
Thank you. I'm now back up to where we started.
Hee
And sadly, now comes the one I was dreading the most.
You mean the open door? Because we're out of those. And we're out
What?
of
I thought we had this one left.
No.
No, we got all of them.
Okay.
All 5.
Yep, all
Yep.
5 have been taken care of.
One on the left
What?
was the Bone Devil.
Above game, it wasn't marked, and I forgot.
I marked
yeah,
him just
that's
now
fair.
with my skill.
All right. Well, I guess we must investigate.
Hmm.
The orcs didn't pop away or anything, right? They're still here. Just the corpses. Or did
Ah!
they poof away?
Yeah,
Like
the
everything.
bodies are still there.
Wonder if they have anything on them.
Great axes. And we'll see how many javelins they have. Between all of them, they have 15 javelins.
Anyone want some javelins?
I could take some.
Then we'll gesture to all the orcs. By all means.
I will shop for me some javelins.
Picturing Tyrant Beta as like a little basket, like at a grocery store. He's just filling with javelins.
Oh yes, and the majority of the orcs have hide armor, and the war chief had a chain shirt.
I have chainmail. That's better than a chain shirt, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, no, we're good. I'm good on that.
Yeah, I think the only person who might get anything out of the chain shirt could possibly be Orvex.
Eh.
I mean, I don't have any armor at all, so like I could like that'd be.
Aim.
Yes, but you're a sorcerer. You don't have proficiency with it, so it wouldn't help.
Yeah.
I just look at the dead war chief shirt and then back at Orvex and shrug and go, "It's lightly used."
I swear I could see more blood on that aside from his own. There's some dry blood on there. I doubt that.
That's how you get
Clean it.
hepatitis.
I could clean it. I mean, Dan will wave his fingers. Heart will fly.
Listed on Amazon as lightly used.
Refurbished.
Put a winky face next to it. Let them know you're serious.
It's refurbished, yeah.
Refurbished orcish chainmail.
All right. Well, Enoch will head down the path, and as usual. Oops, wrong button. There we go.
All right. The hallway continues on to your left, and after a bit, it descends into some stairs. And let me go ahead and describe this as well as list off something else. Graven images of rotting corpses decorate this hall, and the floor is littered with tarnished coins, pieces of armor, broken shields, axe heads, and other bits of scrap metal. And as you're making your way towards it, you detect a field of transmutation magic.
Oh, that's a field of gonna hurt me. That's not good.
What is it?
So, notice all that scrap metal and just wrecked basically tools and everything?
Yes.
It's sitting in a big field of magic that's transmutation magic, and I have a feeling it does things to metal. Which,
Zeno was gonna take one look at it and then go right back outside.
Wimdy just kind of gently floats forward and points at herself questioningly.
Well, we don't know what it does. This is just a hypothesis, but I think you'd probably be fine like this.
I could test something. I'm flying on the broom. I could maybe take like a gold coin and see if like you could safely hover with my broom, or Rue maybe carries you and see if that does anything.
I just quietly hand you a javelin that an orc had.
Or this. That works too.
Yeah, I would rather you go test your theory without me being in the vicinity.
Fair. I mean, I was
Gives
going to
you-
test with like a gold coin first before you
Well,
hopped on the broom.
also, you probably won't take anything that's metal on you off.
Good point. Let me
I'll
Dan
hold
will
it
go
for
through
you.
his inventory really quick. He will give you his money that he's got, because that's obvious. I've got a sickle. The herbalism kit probably has some odds and ends that are metal. Maybe something. I think the alchemy supplies are mostly glass, so that should be fine. Wizard's kit, perhaps. Just everything I've got that's metal is going on to Tyrant Bane for a little bit. Except for the one javelin we're testing with.
Here, let me just arrange it like so, and there.
Alright. And I will fly on out to here, holding a javelin. And
As
seeing if
you make
anything-
your way across that point, Enoch, you see, I'm gonna stop you as Dan gets to about right here. You see him enter into where the magical effect is, and Dan, as you fly through, everything that you have on you currently that is not magical, which is made out of cloth, leather, wood, instantly disintegrates.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I can't.
So you're
take my
basically
potion.
naked on your broom.
Oh jeez. Oh god, that's so many things that are just.
And also
causing me
the
to
coin you have
cry.
in your hand dissolves too.
Dan, come back. Oh, Lord.
Dan is beet red and.
Rue politely turns around.
Hold on. I'm gonna go over to one of the orc bodies and just rip the clothes off of one of them. And come back with just holding this orcish
Yes.
clothing.
Yeah, you have some furs, and some hide armor that you're basically just walking up. It's a little big for you, Dan.
Well, Zeno's gonna be like, "Here, Dan." Throws him his extra set of clothes, which is his playing gear, which is just a cloth T-shirt and pants.
And I'll be nice, Dan. I'll say that your spell book and your focus, for the purposes of spell casting, those were the only things that survived.
Oh, thank God.
So
My herbalism
I-
kit.
I have your things here. And don't feel too bad. It's nothing the jungle hasn't seen before. And I hand him the orcish clothes.
No, like Zeno handed him his extra clothes because he's like, "Yeah."
I don't know why I imagined Tyrant Bane just having like a little eyebrow bob.
But no.
Caitlin, his horns do that. There's no explanation.
But no. After Tyrant Bane says that, Enoch goes, but it's something we all didn't need to see. Alright. Well, that's incredibly powerful, incredibly disturbing, and very scary.
I think what's more amusing to me is the fact that, Trailex always thought that mercenary companies and adventurer groups like you always bathe together.
No.
Most of a tribe did. You don't?
Not
It's
really.
not unusual for us, but
Social norms.
I mean,
I look
that was the-
I look back over to Orvex. Is it like that in the Sword Coast too?
Oh, it depends, I suppose. Some people do bathe together, sometimes they don't. Depends on the society. In Chult, in Port Yanzaru, if I recall, communal baths are more common there because they pride themselves on hygiene.
Like,
Interesting.
Zeno's gonna think, "Oh God, a communal bath. That would be. As soon as we get back, I'm gonna go into one of those."
You think it's just like a bunch of fucking like minotaurs just wash each other, but it's just like the beach episode with the minotaurs, just like oh.
Just get a ball of gum and just play volleyball on the beach.
Meanwhile, Enoch's just going to look up at Rue. You think you could dispel gestures down the hallway, all of that?
Whimdy Rue just kind of taps her chin, and then she looks kind of down at herself almost curiously. She doesn't really wear anything, technically.
True.
Yeah,
as
you're currently a swirly vortex.
She'll just hold up like a wait a moment finger, and then she'll like slowly start to float down, turn around to each other, and like make the spinning turn around motion.
Oh, okay. Enoch turns around.
All right, and then she'll go forward.
All right, you float around. You don't feel any different.
Confirming Whimdy noises.
You are still windy.
right, I'll float on over. What's over here?
As you make your way over there, to your left, you see a set of stairs descending downward. And ahead of you, this yawning archway has a keystone adorned with an iron bull's skull, which bites down on an ivory ring.
Oh,
And
that's
beyond that, you hear a gigantic whirring as hot wind tinged with the smell of burning oil blows down a 40-foot tall diameter vertical shaft. 40-foot tall vertical? No, 40-foot diameter vertical shaft. Still balconies protrude from the walls on the opposite sides of this expanse, with the west balcony 15 feet higher than the east one. 2 thick chains rattle in the gulf between the balconies, one ascending 200 feet before disappearing into a cloudy vortex lit by arcs of purple lightning. The other wrapping around an enormous metal gear floating 100 feet below. Another 100 feet below the gear, a second vortex rages. And I'll just go ahead and reveal that over here.
I'll thank the good Lord in heaven about that was a lot of information.
I'm still deleting stuff. What did you say was fine? Was glass one of them?
Glass is okay.
Okay, so
I'll argue that plant material is okay, but wood, leather, cloth, or metal, any of those objects which are non-magical, did not survive.
Okay, so all of my stuff that's in vials is okay. I probably still have my alchemy kit. I think I deleted a bunch of plant stuff already. I have some animal lards. I don't know how that's stored exactly. That'd be gone, though, wouldn't it?
Say the animal stuff survived.
It's organic, like
Mhm.
plant matter. So
Yeah.
let's look at it this way: if organic material dissolved, I wouldn't be talking to you.
That's fair. There's an argument there. Damn. And I deleted a whole bunch of various plants that I gathered along the way, like an idiot.
Aww. I would have to go back and...
Sorry.
we could sort that out eventually, but... But yeah, Rue, you see that there's the archway that has the, keystone on it. And then you also see there's the, rattling chain that's beyond in that room. What do you do?
She's going to turn back towards the group and she's going to point towards the downstairs. And she's just going to hold up a 1 moment finger. She's just going to stick her head down just to see what's down here.
Okay.
She's going to do this carefully. And she's just going to peek.
The flight of stairs descends about 20 feet. As you make your way, let me go ahead and drag over to this map. New map, new map, new map.
New map, new map, new map.
Actually, before that, I have to double check. Did I make sure that was... Okay. I actually have to reveal stuff on that map first. Okay. Place yourself right about here.
Okay.
And while you do that, green smoke billows out from a bronze cauldron in the middle of this 20-foot high vaulted hall. Barely visible through the haze are 3 rocking chairs, several workbenches heaped with haberdashery, a spinning wheel, and a rusty iron cage containing a prisoner. Galleries stand 10 feet above the floor to either side of the room.
Is that a hag I see? Is that what these are? What are these?
Little fellas.
As you look, 3 tiny figures waddle towards you through the smoky haze. A straw doll with rusty pins sticking into its body. A faceless child molded from clay. And a stuffed monkey with the lower body of a unicycle. The straw doll says, "You need to run away. The Soul Sisters will be back any moment now."
Her eyes kind of widen for a moment. She'll just like point at the little ones, almost questioningly.
What? The one that's made out of straw just kind of tilts its head like, What?
She kind of hesitates. She looks up and she like kind of motions like out.
She kind of lifts up one of her like straw bundly looking arms and just points up that way. Let me see if is there a handout for these 3? Let's see.
I'm wondering if they'd survive.
I know that's what she's trying to ask, but obviously I don't speak common in this form.
I just realized something that's really stupid, but it might be funny after this.
After they think about it for a while, she just kind of takes a few steps back and they start to dart back into the fog, or into the haze a little bit.
Alright. She hesitates and then she's gonna go back upstairs.
Okay. Back upstairs. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
So I may.
Shwoo.
So I may have forgotten something that would have been very convenient. So I'm just gonna flavor this. As you finally show back up, Enoch's eye glows. I've been able to speak primordial this entire time. So
Does primordial work on me though?
all
believe you
elemental
speak-
languages are primordial.
Oh.
They're just different, I guess, dialects of the same language.
Yeah.
Yeah. Avian basically is the air elemental dialect.
Oh, should I have been going caw caw instead of just like just blowing shit?
Yeah, I just imagine she comes up and you say that, and the most deadpan. Really?
Well, no. The way I was saying that one above game. Enoch's just gonna be like, he'll just open his mouth and all of a sudden, like the equivalent of an airy dial-up noise comes out. So what's down there? Wait, why am I speaking?
Okay, and now there's just a moment of dial-up and then a deadpan. Really?
Listen, this takes a lot of getting used to.
There's a small windy huff.
I think I have been the most accommodating of this so far.
She just rolls her eyes for a moment and she just holds up 3 fingers. 3 dolls, I believe, are down there. In a gassy chamber. She said that there were sisters coming.
Sown sisters, he specifically says in primordial.
She nods.
Oh, okay. We do not say that to Dan yet. First we gotta...
Oh! Speaking of which, that reminds me. Dan, I assume you've been maintaining your find the path this whole time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you detect that it goes down the hallway and then to the left.
Mm. It is
I
well
see.
aware. Does it look like it gets like more concentrated as we get closer, or just it points the direction?
It points a direction.
Okay. So there's no way of knowing how close they may or may not be.
What else did you see down the rest of the hall?
She'll describe the chamber.
Oh. That sounds like the mechanism that works this entire... He gestures at everything.
Potentially.
Well, we might be able to make that work, but first, he just gestures. We gotta get past the... I'm gonna call it the naked field.
She just kind of snorts. Yes, that is a problem.
And you see, Dan, with just a couple of cinches and a thing here, now the orcish armor is now actually a pretty fetching robe for you.
I do like it. I am gonna miss my hat. Although I do have the helmet still, but I don't know. It just looked nice together, you know, the helmet and the hat.
Now,
Oh, I agree. But don't worry, there might be more hats. Or, barring this, maybe another crown?
Maybe.
I could trade you my crown for the one off of Asterix head.
All right, good trade.
Milla, I have a quick question. So, when the field flared to life, was it going from basically active to inactive like a spell effect?
It was basically just like an aura that you detected the whole time, and there was really no change in it that you noticed as you were going in and out.
Damn.
Basically, it's like a matter of like if you walked in and out of an aura. That was about the best way you could describe it.
Damn. Because I was thinking if possibly we could send someone in without much to lose, I could possibly attempt to counterspell it. Because that's the only thing I bring to the table of this equation right now.
Well, Rue can't because she's currently in air form, but I can cast Dispel Magic, see what that does.
I think that's our only bet.
And gonna take another slot, but I will try to dispel the field.
What's the range on the spell magic?
Let me just.
I believe it's 60 feet.
120 feet.
Damn.
And I can change the level. You know, just to be safe, I will cast it at 5th level.
Let
make
me
sure this
double check
gets
something.
deleted.
Let's see.
I'm getting real low on slots. Still have a lot of 1 and 2, but every other 1, 3, 4, 5, I have exactly 1 slot.
Make
Oh,
a
no,
spell. Oh, make a spell casting check as you go to dispel this.
All right. So, I guess that's just int.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to re-roll that, just cause.
Yeah, use your inspiration.
Son of a bitch.
Dang it.
As you go to channel through with your dispel magic, unfortunately it doesn't match the whole purchase.
Alright, I'm gonna give it another go, this time with the 3rd level slot. Since 5 wasn't enough, I might as well just use the lower level.
Alright. 14, I'm so sorry, Dan.
Why don't you use your inspiration? Or did you already use
I
it?
He
already
just did,
did.
yeah.
Oh, he just did? Oh,
I can keep trying. I still have 1/4 and 1/5, but I'm not gonna be able to do much if I keep going.
How
If
about...
I could offer a suggestion to you, Dan.
Mhm.
Well, perhaps maybe if you know that going through that will damage you per se, why not just strip naked and go across with your spellcasting stuff and see if you can see anything there?
The question is, would Dan
or
do
else-
that?
Or else points a hand up towards Rue, who's currently in the whirlwind form.
And is blushing again.
You sound like you've done that before.
Orvex just kind of does the look over to you and just does a double take, like, what? I mean, if you were to encounter a field that, dissolved everything that wasn't magical, wouldn't you think just to strip naked and try it?
Oh no, I'm not. Oh no, I'm not. Oh no, I'm not criticizing you about it. That's pragmatic of you. That's something my tribe would have done without hesitation. Huh? You got a little bit of Minotaur in you, Orvex.
Well, he wants to put a little bit in a Minotaur, so.
Damn it.
God dang it, Vaughn. Good thing I wasn't drinking anything there. God damn it.
Vaughn, you are my friend. Oh, dude, I love the fact that we hang out with each other on Tuesdays.
You know, it does occur to me as I was looking through this whole. Does it look like there's any way to just turn this off?
There are
Besides potentially this thing.
Is there like a 1950s toggle switch that you just?
I was thinking like rune or whatever.
Well, as you're looking over, there was the, you did remember that there's that keystone in the archway.
Mm. Ah. I mean, I figured that was... Okay. So the archway is over here, yeah?
Yeah, right there. Yeah, as you're looking up, and I'll describe it again, there's an iron bull skull, which is biting down an ivory ring.
She huffs slightly and she'll just take the ring. Question mark.
As you go to remove the ring, yeah, it takes a little bit of effort, but you manage to yank it, and the instant you do, Enoch, you see the magic dissipate.
Well, I'll be. He says that in both common and in primordial.
Huh. So magic can be tied. So magic can be tied to things like that.
Yeah, it's a real
Got
mixed
it,
bag.
that's right.
Now, I'm just going to put this out here. Rue might have told me about some things that are down that hall. We probably want to go in there with our full strength and gestures to still bleeding wounds. I don't think we're at our full strength right now.
And Rue, as you make your way back to the party with the ring in your hand, it dissolves like it's, like something in water. It just like dissolves out of your hand.
Huh. She'll look at the not their ring. Look at Enoch, looks back. Is the magic back?
Is the magic back?
No, you don't sense the magic.
No, it's gone.
I'm gonna place a hand on Dan's shoulder. I'm so glad that you've dedicated your life to studying magic, Dan, because I'm going to be honest with you. It is incredibly weird, and I do not understand any of this at all.
That's fair. That's why I like it, though. Never know what you're gonna find. Magic's an evolving, ever-changing thing, and it's great.
In my case, like the randomness actually keeps it weirdly exciting.
Or terrifying. Sometimes both.
More likely the second one, but also, yeah.
Well, all I know is that when you go ahead and see a carnivorous plant in the jungle, it's a carnivorous plant. There's nothing strange about it. It's just a carnivorous plant. Now I'm dealing with when you walk down a hallway, things can happen at any moment. It's certainly strange. If we are going to recover our strength, I think we should go ahead and at least see what became of everyone.
Well,
If there's no way have you found a way back, Rue?
She kind of taps her kind of chin for a moment, and she kind of makes like a so-so motion, and shrugs.
Oh, yeah.
And to Enoch, she's like, potentially leads to there, but it is questionable.
Yeah, remember how we talked about how part of this whole mechanism that moves everything is really magical and we couldn't figure out how to make it work?
Right, with the, machine?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think we found the quasi-magical, quasi-physical workings of it, but that's its own, like, beast to try to fix. So, again, we probably want to have all our tools in our belt before we try to mess with that.
But every hour that we spend out here is an hour that they could potentially be in danger.
You know what? I guess I can go try to take a look at the mechanism, since I'm kind of the only one here who knows anything about that.
Maybe I should stay next to you. If only as a guard. If anything else, I could at least be able to go ahead and help any damage you might be able to incur.
You know what? Fair. I like that idea. I've been stabbed enough
game.
today.
I'll be your second. Come along.
I could also
Above
join
game,
in
while they
in
do
case
that,
more
is
magic
it
stuff.
possible that we can take a full rest?
Well, we're checking first and then rest, it seems.
Yeah.
All right.
Dan, come along. You can show off that new robe we worked on.
Rue very unsubtly sticks herself right in between the stairway.
Just as Dan's no.
Slightly more subtly standing behind Dan, Enoch just turns back and thumbs up.
And we'll idly just look down that hallway. The moon's navel still pointing it out.
Yep.
Rue's just standing there staring at Dan as he passes.
Sweats
very-
and wind.
A very suspicious look in Dan's side eye while he travels through.
All right. Well, Enoch, Tyrant Bane, as you step out onto this balcony and see the whirling machination as this chain being driven up here, you hear a sound, and a rift forms in the vortex high above, and 9 Q-shaped creatures with wings and short bows fly through. They are quickly followed by a large crystal decahedron that holds a weird starship-shaped creature. And with that, as I get this next encounter set up, that is definitely a good time to take a break.
Oh boy.
Right.
Hot dog!
Enoch just goes stand there bleeding. Come on! Oh, hi. How you doing, chat?
Howdy.
Also, in other news, OBS finally listened to me complain enough that it fixed the problem, so now I actually have a functioning stream deck again.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. It's almost like they value my business. Oh.
So above game, I want to point out something that I saw that was hilarious from Bubble of a Ding Dong. I really think the name of this episode should be The Nude Zone.
The curse of nudity. Doesn't stop Tyrant Bane at all.
So the only problem I think we will have with that is that could possibly lead to problems with the YouTube upload. I don't think they particularly like when you have the word nude in a title.
Then they should stop being humans.
But you do also realize YouTube's mostly run by machines now.
Eh.
Welcome to
Come
Fighting
on.
with the Algorithm, Rabbit.
Does a human even know what a wiener looks like? Like, come on.
All right, I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick.
You put a pig flopper and a sausage on a table and go look at them. Which one's the wiener? The computer's not going to say anything. It's going to look at you and be like, they're the same thing.
First of all, I think specifically at this point, most technology can recognize a dick. Considering
You know what? We've made damn certain of that.
Yeah, we
I
have.
think we as a society have, yes.
We do live in a society.
Though, I am now happy that I can start announcing this. So, I'll announce this now and at the end of the stream. But we are now moving forward with the last stages of preparing our next D&D miniseries.
Ooh, what's the next D&D miniseries, doggo?
Well, something is where it shouldn't belong in the city of Waterdeep. And so, 4 intrepid adventurers must plan a heist. So join us, myself, Miss Tweetums, Blue Kazanate from D6 The Black Archives, and one of Rabbit's good friends, thank you for the in with that, Sarah Ann Williams, will all be joining in for a modified version of the Waterdeep Dragons heist.
Hot damn.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
Good, Sierra.
I just got back. I'll modify what? No. For who?
Oh, the next D&D miniseries we are running is a higher level modified version of Waterdeep's Dragon Heist.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
Soon we will hopefully have art that I can show everybody. But yes, that will be our next thing. It is called C4, and I will type that in chat because it is a joke that always makes me laugh, but it makes no sense until you see it typed out. There you go. Get it? Like Ocean's 11, but we're less clever. Though I'm really sad because we originally were going to have 5 people, and I wanted it to be called C4 with 5 people. Also, don't think I didn't see the initiative that thing rolled, Milla.
I went ahead. I figured I just, for the sake of brevity, I rolled those ahead of time before the session started.
Well, then here, I will make some things easy and roll my NPCs before it starts, too. Because then I will use the bathroom. There's Lucana.
I have returned.
All right, Lucana rolled a 14.
Talad rolled a 9. Talad, for a powerful drow mage, your dex is garbage.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily need dex for a mage.
Yes, but he is a drow, and most drow mages have pretty good dex.
That's fair.
And now I shall return, for I must use the restroom. It's pee-pee time.
It's pee-pee time. Oy.
Well, since Vaughn's not here, I can grab a pun.
Do it.
You know, one of my favorite memories as a kid was when my brothers used to put me inside a tire and roll me down the hill. They were good years.
Well done.
Might grab another one. Depends on how long Vaughn will be gone. The proctologist reassured the patient that his condition was rectified.
How dare you? Also, I see Milla's trying to slip in that resub while I'm gone.
You missed the first pun, though, Vaughn.
You did. It was a pretty great one.
Good. I am happy to have not suffered. You forget I have to mod for Bosco. Between puns and dad jokes, my soul dies a little every time.
This is why I wait for you to go when I do them. You just happen to come in at the wrong time.
Well, do we have everybody back?
Yeah, Jingles can no. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I only asked because the music kicked in.
I never left.
Ah. Yeah, that tracks for Enoch's day.
Oh boy, Enoch.
Though I will switch over to the live scene, and I'm now having to relearn the like usefulness of a stream deck because now I no longer have to move my mouse constantly to switch every scene.
Oh yeah, street decks are amazeballs.
Yes,
Almost
I love them.
required.
Familiar at all.
Oh, we rolled for initiative. Okay. Let me do that real quick.
Yeah.
And Orvix.
How about the other boys there, Rabbit?
Yes, I'm here.
I'm here.
He was asking if you would roll for Kawash and Zal.
Oh shit!
Yes.
All right, yeah. Let me go ahead and there's Zal.
Also, I'm really glad Enoch doesn't know anything, because there might be a moral quandary to fighting things like this. Enoch doesn't know. He just knows that there's horrible abominations with incredibly supple lips in front of him.
TVs with sexy Squidward's face.
Oh,
May or may not be
God!
repairing things.
And I got a 19. Got a 20 on that.
Oh no, he
Go me.
All right, let me.
Yeah, because I have to find these again.
14.
All right.
Wow, my initiative's so low it didn't even count me on the tracker.
Oof. That's rough, buddy.
I mean, when Kawasha's styling on you in initiative, you're doing pretty bad.
I just barely beat you with my big meaty 4.
Yeah, but you're also having to deal with the fact that you're now, like, having to get accustomed to a whole different breeze.
Yeah, that's true. You know, it's weird switching your clothes after so long.
All right, so assuming that's everyone's initiatives, Freya. Yeah, looks like it. It is the creature in the Decahedron's turn. As you see it hover down, about to here. Enoch, you swore for a second you could barely understand what they were saying, but for some reason it eludes you as it hovers down. You see one of the tendrils go and reach out in this crystal decahedron. It just slides open the little door. It looks out, and you just see this gas just go and hit or spray out. I need Tyrant Bane, you, and Dan, I'll say, to make Constitution saving throws.
You go
Oh,
plus
boy.
4.
Good. Oh wait, that was just Constitution. Oops. So 14.
You get a
14.
16.
Or 16, that's right. 4.
Enoch gets a 14, and I get a 27.
All right, as you feel your muscles tense up as you think you're gonna seize up, but you manage to fight through it. And, yeah.
Did I just smell
So
the
that's-
cosmos?
For a brief second, at least.
Approach the cosmos. Give it a good sniff.
What does a
Alright.
bitty taste like?
So we'll say the decahedron is... Yeah, it's 10 feet up at this point. So that will be its turn. Tyrant Bane, it's now yours.
It's 10 feet up? Shit, I can't attack it.
Well, you do have javelins.
Wait a minute, I have javelins! I can attack it!
All right, what are you attacking? The thing that this creature is in?
the big floaty prick right there!
All right, roll the hit.
18.
18 hits.
Cool, it does. I wonder if I can smite off that. A melee weapon attack. No, it's got to come closer for me to give it the business.
All right, so
All right, so one javelin, and I can throw another one. Hooray to attack.
all right, and as your first javelin goes to hit the thing that this creature is flying in, it just tinks off. You see it scratch it at least, but it didn't seem like the javelin was as effective as you thought it could be.
It's got to get closer.
All right, what's your second attack? Billy Mays or Bully Mays?
Is there anything I can hop up on to go ahead and get it in smacking distance?
Well, there is the chain. This side is ascending.
Sweet! We're gonna get real cool.
All right, make an athletics check for me.
12?
All right, you managed to leap out to the chain, and you managed to ascend 50 feet into the air.
Sweet!
And now you're above this, and you're managed to fly above all the winged creatures that are with it as well.
Shit!
Hey, I take it that's it for your turn?
Yes.
All right, next up is Kawasha.
Well, if any of them fly up to me, they're gonna have a rough time. What's this do? There's so many spells here, I don't know what they do. Let's see, each creature in a 15-foot. Oh, okay.
Ah, I see you're looking at the thunder wave.
Yeah. Can I do a thunder wave here and hit a bunch of people?
Oh, you would have to be. It's a 15-foot cube centered on you, or centered in front of you. So.
Sweet. Let's 5, 10,
10,
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. In front of Kawasha.
Yeah.
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 Okay, cool.
So that would be dashing to get to there.
Would be
Because
dashing?
that's 35 feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is? It is? Okay.
Like right here.
Okay, we'll do that for next turn. Let's go ahead and throw a fireball at the thingamajiggy, the big one.
All right, you're gonna produce flame and huck it at the vehicle. Go for it.
10. No.
That will miss as it glances off and leaves a black singe mark.
Ah, jeez.
All right, Ruru, it's your turn.
Okay. Shwoo! Hey there, Bigums. You know what? We're going to do 2 whole slams. So, Hibishki. 15 plus 8, that is going to be 23.
That will hit.
And that's going to be a 19.
That will also hit.
Okay. So, 2d8 plus 5. Hibishki and Hibishki. So that first one is 20 damage, and that second one is 12.
Okay, so question: is this bludgeoning damage?
Yes.
Okay, so
it is magical.
as Tyrant Bane, you're looking down as you see Rue fly up, and you see that as she swings hard into this vessel that this thing is flying in, you see a massive amount of spider cracks hit it. And then with the second hit, it manages to shatter it. As the creature falls and hangs itself right on the ledge or it manages to catch the ledge right there, it takes, let's see, that was, about 10 feet. So it takes 4 points of falling damage.
Does it still live?
Oh yeah. The
Quick.
vessel that was running it is destroyed, but it's still alive. The driver's still alive.
I'm gonna use a key point. Flurry of blows.
All right.
Hibishki. Is plus 8. That's going to be is 20. What is that?
20 hits.
20. Yeah, it's 22. Thank you. Fast
Yep.
math. And then a 19 again. So
That'll also hit.
2d8 plus 5. 2d8 plus 5. So that's going to be 10 and 13.
23.
All right, so 23. Yeah, it's barely hanging in there now as the It's weird as you get a closer look at this thing. It looks like it has like 5 starfish like tendrils on it, and each of them bears like an eye. As the tentacles just kind of lax a little bit, but one is still managed to flail out around just a little bit. It's still barely hanging on.
How is it now? Swoop. Whirlwind.
Okay. It fails.
How does it now? Well, that's going to take 3d8 bludgeoning, and it's going to go in a random direction 20 feet.
Fling it up so I will catch it and write it down like the badass bull that Unk blessed me with.
Alas, it is a random direction.
Oh, come on up! No whammies!
If that's just to fling it upward past you, it slams itself into the wall, and it plummets down into the vortex below. And Tyrabane, as you look down and see it disappear into the vortex, you just see the body instantly disintegrate.
I don't want to drop into that.
As you realize, as you also look up and you see there's also one of those portals above.
Also, don't want to rise into that.
Alright, anything else for your turn, Rue?
I think that is about all I can do.
Alright, Zeno, it's your turn.
Woo! And I get Whirlwind back. Hooray.
Okay. Double check. Go right there. I'm gonna go right here. See all like right there, the area of those 6 guys. Aim right here to hit all of them with a level 3 shatter.
Alright, roll for your wild magic.
And I'm also going to spend 1 sorcery point to make sure that Tyrabane is not affected by this.
I'll say you can target it so that it does not hit him.
Okay.
So you don't need to worry about the sorcery point.
Either way, I gotta do this first. Let's see. We're in a hallway. This needs to be really... Okay, never mind. It's a nat 20.
Alright.
Oh, hot
You're
damn.
fine. You're fine. No search detected.
I wish that actually had a good moniker with that.
Yeah. Alright, so that will be 1, 2, 3. I'll say, yeah, you're able to hit 4 of them. Actually, wait, it's a 10-foot
15
radius. How much? For shatter, how big is the area of
10
effect?
foot radius, yeah. So, like, if I aim right here, or actually, no, right here, I can hit all these guys and not hit Tyrabane.
Yep. Alright, so that's gonna be 6 whole whopping Constitution saving throws.
At a DC 15 with 18 damage.
Alright. So, going from back to front. Fail. 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 What's a con mod for these things?
I'm guessing not
Meats.
great.
So, 5 failures and 1 pass. So for 18 points. Alright. And then the one at front pass, so they only take half. Anything else for your turn?
That's it. That's all I can do.
Alright, next up is Ukanu.
Well, Ukano's going to come in and immediately be horrified. I need you to move him to right behind Zeno.
Alright.
Then let me just do a quick measurement here. From there. Okay, yeah, even with a short bow, she can hit everything. So, let me pull up her sheet. She's just going to start shooting the ones that are visibly vibrating. So I'll start with the front since it's the closest.
Alright.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah, that certainly hits.
So you do the math
So
on that
max plus. So max plus. So that'll be 6, 7 plus. Ooh, yep. You managed to, with 1 hit, take out that one there as it breaks apart and plummets.
one. Moving down the line. 22.
Hits.
For 12.
That one also breaks apart and plummets.
Moving down the line. 23.
Hits.
For 9.
That one also breaks apart and plummets.
And one more time. For 22.
That also hits.
For 14.
Yep, fourth, first, same as the third, as that one also plummets.
It's a one. There's a reason why I picked fighter for the next thing I'm playing in.
Fighters are great.
Yes. But that ends her turn.
All right, next up is the winged assailants. These two down here see you going up the chain tyrant bane, so how many attacks do these things get? Also, where is the sheets for bows? There it is. How many shots do they get with their short bows?
Please say 1 right now.
4. They get
Oh.
4 short bow attacks. So you're gonna get a total of 8 short bow attacks on you, Tyrant Bane.
All right, 20.
First 2 miss. For the second 2, also miss. That's an 18 on one, which will also miss.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one will also miss.
I'm doing it, guys! I'm tanking!
Yay!
These ones are gonna fly up over to here. This one will just move over to here. So that was 2 of that. That means there's 2 more. Wait, right? Oh, there's one more that's currently under Or just above that. Right. So, crap, math is off. Hold on. 2, 1, 2, 3. All right. So, Enoch, Kawasha, and Dan, you're each gonna get 4 short bow shots at you.
Kawasha's to beat is 16.
All right. So Enoch,
11.
that's a 10 and an 11, which will miss. There's a 17, which will hit.
Nope.
You take. Oh.
My AC is 19.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for those bracers, Caitlin.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so Dan, that's a miss. There's a 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So you only get 1 hit for 4 piercing damage.
Okay, I can deal with 4. That's not too bad.
And then at Kawasha, that's 1 hit. Just 1 hit for Kawasha for 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay. I gotta figure out
All
how
right.
to edit his health real quick.
Yeah, I can do it on my end too, so there. That will conclude their turn. Elise, you're up.
Okay, question. How high in the air are these guys here?
They're 40 feet in the air.
Okay, so theoretical question. If I were to, let's say, shoot this one and use bursting shot, would I hit Kate? Would I hit Rue and or Tyrant Bane?
If it's 5 feet from that creature, you would not hit Ruru if you aimed for this one.
It's a 10-foot radius essentially.
Oh, 10-foot radius. No, because Rue is down lower than they are. So yeah, it would miss her.
Would it hit this guy, or is he too high up?
He's too. Let's see, 5. It would hit him, and I'd say it probably would hit Tyrant Bane as well. Possibly. Yeah, it would hit Tyrant Bane as well.
Okay. I don't need Tyrant Bane to take friendly fire, so we'll go ahead and just bonus action Hunter's Mark this guy over here.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and sharpshooter him.
All right. Roll the hit.
That's a soft 20.
Hits.
17 plus. There's a hunter's mark damage. I don't think he's been hit yet.
Nope, he has not taken damage, but he's still barely standing.
And now I'm gonna shoot him again. Yeah, 12.
A 12 will miss.
Alright. That's a me.
All right. Next up is Orvix.
Lord, can he even get a shot? Gonna squeeze in here. Can he get a shot?
The archway kind of makes it a little more difficult to aim based on where he's at. If he were to move out onto the balcony, he could
I was
hit
gonna
one.
say, yeah, might have to. I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm gonna do the crossbow. Is this one next to Tyrant Bane?
10 feet below him.
Actually, I don't think sneak attack would work with it, but anyway. Yeah, it wouldn't. Okay, it's just gonna be a normal hand crossbow. 21.
That will hit, and it's still barely standing.
Did a whole 3 damage. Target 5 feet of an line. Yeah. And then bonus action, he's gonna dash back to where he was.
All right. Next up is Zal. I don't think he can really do anything within range. Unless he were to take a javelin and huck it.
He doesn't have any of his javelins, so nope.
All right. Next up
What
is
a cool
Kalad.
cow he is.
You're so big.
All right, let me see what Talad's even got for this.
He's like me, but more.
Oh, this might be handy. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is that? Talad's going to get to right behind Elise, and he's going to pull out Wongo's mace. And I am going to spend one of the charges. Oops. I thought it would show up his thing. Well then, I will expend one charge to select a number of creatures in this area of his choice. So that'd be basically the remaining Modrons. And they must all make a DC 15 Wisdom save or be frightened of him.
All right. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wisdom saves. And what was your DC again?
15.
15. That's a pass. Failure. 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 Actually, no, that's a pass. So 4 failures and 2 passes.
And I'll just copy the effect into the chat side here so that way you can see, because, boom! While they're frightened this way, they can only try to run from him.
Alright, so we'll see. Bap! The one that is right over there, just for that. Bap!
Wait a second, let me check here. Okay, now that costs an action. Okay, that's it for him.
Alright. Dan.
So, I have a question. I know there's the token underneath Rue, but like, can I
technically above.
position? Yeah. So my question was, could I position a moonbeam above to not hit Rue, but hit all of the Modrons? Say like right.
Double check the spells area of effect for me.
Because it does
Okay.
specify how tall the cylinder is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's 40, but I'll definitely look in just to be sure. Moonbeam. Let's see. 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. So
Yeah,
5
I'll
foot
say
is
you can raise it up high enough so that it hits them and not her.
good. Travum Lune! And you know what? These things didn't seem too strong, so I think I'm just gonna do it at base level.
All right. Con saves.
15 on a fail.
All right, so that is failure, failure. 3 failures and 1 pass for 15 damage. This one over here is just flat out dead. This one was the one that failed as well, so they take the 15. The one that is above also failed, and the one that's standing in the middle passed. Actually, yeah, either way. Let's see, so that one takes a 7. And then this one. Actually, this one takes 7. The other one takes the 15. So, all right.
And, you know, we're gonna rest soon. I might as well mark it with the old Mephicia Ignis. And the one that is above Rue is going to be glowing dark blue. Whoever hits that next gets advantage.
All right. Which will bring us to Tyrant Bane.
It skipped mine because I didn't click my token.
Enoch.
Yeah, I got 2.
Right.
But I think I'm just going to end this right now because Enoch is very, very tired. Just let me click it. Yeah, animate object. Arrow time.
All right, let me grab the old counter.
Yep.
Got it.
So, first we're going to start with the ones that are closest.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Misses.
26.
Hits. And maybe that one is just flat out dead. I'll spare you the roll from that.
Moving along.
Be the advantage one.
26.
That'll hit.
For 6.
That one's still up.
Ah, you say that. 17.
That'll hit, and now it's dead.
Yes.
You know, I might have looked away for a second. Is that a moonbeam?
Yeah, but it's above
it's
you.
above
You're
you.
fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Moving
asked
on.
specifically for that reason.
Moving on
Okay.
to that one over there.
All right.
Ugh, nat 1.
That one will miss.
10.
Miss.
Ah, that'll make
Nat
up for it.
20 will hit.
Ooh!
And that was particularly shattered.
Okay, let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 more attacks. So 2 for each of these guys.
All right.
12 will miss.
Mm-hmm.
17 will hit.
Yep.
So that's 7.
All right.
14.
And then for the two. Miss.
And last attack. And that'll miss. And then Enoch will summon his things quickly back so they don't get melted by the moonbeam.
All right. That'll now bring us to Tyrant Bane.
Are there any Modrons in grabbing distance since I'm flying up, or are they down, or?
They're below you by 10 feet. And the rest of them that are alive are currently bathing in the moonbeam.
The closest one, I want to go ahead and grab onto and write it down.
Okay.
Tyrant Bane?
Unless I can swing from the chain onto the platform, because I'm not gonna get sucked into a vortex, and I'm not gonna drop down into a vortex.
If you want to leap towards the
I
other
don't know if I can catch you.
yeah. If you want to leap towards the other chain, give me an athletics check. As you begin to rise up, you rise up another 50 feet.
That's the opposite of what I want. I want down onto the platform, Milla.
Hey,
Well,
wait
you
a
could.
minute.
It would be easier to leap to the other
Hold on.
chain and let it go down.
Hold on. I just remembered something. It's still been an hour. Siren Bane should technically still have fly. I cast clown.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I
I
didn't see.
forgot about that, so that's on me as well. I'm sorry.
I didn't see a symbol.
Well, now the world's your oyster, then, Rabbit.
Okay,
So,
here's what he's gonna do. He's going to jump, and then he's gonna realize he's floating. Right. Right, I can do that. That's right.
For about another 20 minutes, Siren Bane.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and attack the closest one. The one that's under Rue, I think.
All right. Or above
Over
Rue.
Rue. Above
Yeah.
Rue.
Yep, you can move in a spot where you're not able to be hit by it. So yeah, go ahead and roll to attack it.
Look, cows are not meant for Z-axes.
No, right?
27.
27 will hit.
That's 16 altogether. 6
And
slash
you-
10 fire.
And you cleave it in twain as the two pieces fall through down and tumble into the vortex below.
I'm going to jog past Rue. I just remembered I can do this! He's just not good at this. He looks like he's running through the air. Like, that's how he thinks he has to do this.
Not
Yep.
good.
And you can probably dart your way over to here and hit this one.
Yes!
Just out of the range of the moonbeam.
And with the run, that's a bonus attack on a horns.
Yeah.
That's a 21,
That'll hit.
and that's 8 piercing.
Your horns pierce right through the eyes of this thing, and it goes slack and slides off your horns and tumbles into the vortex below.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, and then if I move 10, I can go in and attack. If I move 5 in here, I can go ahead and attack that one, and then move back before I can go ahead and get exploded.
All right.
Flame tongue, baby!
Make your
17.
attack. 17 will hit.
That's 6 slash 11 fire.
And as that one explodes and tumbles down into the vortex below, that concludes combat.
And, well, actually, I'd probably end it before it did damage to him.
Yeah, I'll say you can drop concentration on it to end it.
Ba-doom.
I just remembered I could do this!
Well,
All right.
can you do me a quick favor, Tyrant Bane?
Yes!
Can you go over to that other side and look down that little crawl space?
Oh, yeah, no problem. Hold on.
Thank you.
Like, he's just plotting running through the air. He genuinely thinks this is how one flies.
Prancing through the air, you see there's a crawl space, and as you extend your flame tongue longsword and peek down, you see the tunnel continues about 20 feet. Before it looks like it might lead into another room.
There's a tunnel down here. Looks like it leads into another room, Enoch.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, I think now's a good time to rest. He gestures to the arrow wounds in several of us.
I agree. Let's rest before we deal with the Sown sisters.
Sweats and wind.
I mean, it was obvious. The
That
two
whole
of you
game
were
was
being
like in-game.
suspicious. Oh, that was in game. And Dan will please. The two of you were being so horribly suspicious, and I'm paranoid.
Okay.
Either the Sown sisters are down there, or I don't know, you're freaking out about something else.
Dan, in our defense, you seem to have the self-preservation of a goblin infant whenever it comes to hags.
No, that's fair.
Yes,
But,
that's
I
also
mean-
why I'll be guarding those stairs while we rest. So let's go back to a room where we can rest.
Listen, I'm not an idiot. I am not in any position to fight them. I have very little spell slots, and everyone else is horribly injured. I don't want to die. I want to kill them as soon as possible.
Dan, you may not be an idiot, but you certainly keep idiot company. He gestures to the entire group, including himself.
I just remembered that I could fly.
Rue just glares down at him from behind him.
I would
He
feel
looks up-
insulted, but
He looks up. He looks up at Rue. You never tried to talk to me once in that form. The assumption streak goes 2 ways. Both ending asses.
After you say that, Zell's gonna be like, I don't know if I should be insulted or agree with you, and I'm sad that I have to decide this at this point.
I wonder how you go up blind. You. He makes a gesture like he's climbing a rope and steadily goes up a little bit. Is it like that?
All right.
I gotta admit, this is interesting. Oh, wait, how do I get down, though?
Shimmy down like a rope.
Oh, yeah, of course. He'll do the action in reverse and just lower down to the ground.
From the few times I've done this, like it's basically like you get the instinct really quickly.
Huh.
Okay, I'm just gonna sit right here at this wall until I stop bleeding. The rest of you can go wherever you want, except down the stairs.
I can go ahead. I can go ahead and aid you. Give me a second.
We block.
Flew too far. Give me a minute.
So Zeno's gonna finally talk to Nene. All right, I've been hearing you this entire time. Do you want me to try to see if we can get anything from all this metal and shit down on the floor?
If we need a place to rest, we could probably use the room with the wardrobes. Me and Zol can probably clear out the orcs. Put them to one side, and then we can just go ahead and go from there.
Nang thinks for a little bit and says, all that stuff looks worthless, so not worth the bother.
There's gold dust here. How's it worthless?
I will heal Kawasha for 7, and how hurt is Enoch?
Just a second. As I pull up one of my 5 character sheets right now. 62 out of 87.
Take the rest of my 13.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. That leaves me with just 2 points off.
All right.
And then we will hopefully long rest, and I'll get the rest back.
So Kawasha's back to full.
Assuming, of course, that we do, in fact, get the long rest.
I can dream.
You guys realize we do have right here too. We can just come right in here.
I suggest not doing it here, and like Tirebait said, in the other room with the wardrobes, because this might turn back on, and that's going to be a problem.
No, I'm not talking I'm saying that above game. The other room that's right next to the one with the wardrobes.
We can't go into that one anymore.
Oh, we can't? I thought we could.
This room down here?
Yeah.
I mean,
You
I
can,
think it's
yes.
still open, because remember, Biff turned the rooms before he is probably dead.
That sounds like a better idea. Or we could just throw the orcs into that room and then have an uncontaminated... Either way, let's just get to the resting.
Yeah, that room should be pretty defensible, I believe.
And I can always summon the tiny hut. And after I do that, I'm going to get my dog back and have a clone, because I'm not taking any chances with them this damn close.
If I had a nemesis like yours, I can agree. All right. And Omuan will look over to Zol. Zol, what's the you to going ahead and casting the orcs out of that room with me?
He nods and he says, yes. Let us deal with that rabble.
Absolutely. Cows doing cow things. They are
Cows
big and
do
powerful.
cow things.
Picking up orcs and throwing them in the vortex. That's another planewalker's problem. Do.
Sure. All right. Well, Tyrant Bane and Zol are. You just see them start to drag these orc bodies and throw them into the vortex. What are the rest of you doing?
Summoning my dog.
All right. you're going to ritually cast Find Familiar.
Since we're resting, Rue's gonna turn back to normal.
I'm just gonna go ahead and restore my stuffs. Well, until when he says we can, anyway. Oh, I'm excited.
Alright.
And I will attempt to read more of Wiver's book to try to find out things. For instance, why are there hags here? Who were those horrible voices in our heads?
What was the vortex? What was that all about?
Oh yeah, I forgot we had voices in our heads.
Why are the cubes that? Yeah, there's so
More
much
than
to keep track
usual.
of.
More voices than usual, because we already have the one.
Yeah, well, I meant the other ones.
Right, right.
The evil one and the pleasant one.
So real quick, Vaughn, when you said that in the way that Aaron Hansen did the. Why is there a plant here? What's he doing? What's his purpose? Why did it just show up when I showed up here?
I'm just channeling Enoch's tired energy.
I'm just gonna go up here and just wait for for them to clear everything out.
Let
When
me
Yuki
just,
finally does get summoned, he's gonna ask her. I mean, he probably knows what happened in the room, but just clarification if the other two are dead.
I don't think Miller heard you.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I said Dan would like to ask Yuki, like, what happened in the room. He knows, but like, if just specifically, are the other two gone?
I don't know, but after you told Biff to pull the lever, he pulled the lever, but it locked in place, and then the door went down, and then I remembered I was standing in the slime, and then I remember. That's all I remember.
Dan's gonna hug Yuki because he feels really bad about that. We thought that maybe it would do something in our room. So sorry.
Oh no, puppy silence.
Well, he's gone. What happened in here?
A lot. Each one of the wardrobes had monsters in it.
What happened to your clothes?
They disintegrated. And now I'm wearing this. Turns out the hallway upstairs destroys everything that isn't organic and several other materials. My magic stuff is fine. My alchemy kit is fine, but I lost a lot.
Is he just wearing the robe, or is he wearing the extra clothes Zeno gave him?
He's
Huh?
wearing the hide or the furs and the hide armor that Tyrant Bay gave him.
Yeah,
He looked
'cause I
like a
got
wild man preacher in the wilderness.
Yeah. And I also got some clothes from Zeno, but I don't know where I would change. And plus, Tyrant Bane worked on getting this to be properly my size, so I feel like I should wear this for a little bit.
Alright, now, while I
I
was trying
look
to
back-
focus on that,
I look back to Rue.
I didn't know what people in his region wore, so I just kind of went with like a Chultan look with the furs.
She shrugs. Well, we don't exactly have a lot of options anyway.
Hmm.
I'm sure he should just count himself lucky that there was any leftover clothes, really.
I agree.
Otherwise, it would have been a very cold trek.
Oh, I can't imagine wandering. I can't imagine wandering through here.
Ignore
It
that.
won't be easier for me because I have fur, but with everyone else.
She'll nod.
Sorry, I trailed off there for a half second because I just remembered. I was just like, I don't wear clothes. I remember when I drove past some of the farms last winter. There is one cow just sitting out in the pasture, and he had a scarf around his neck.
Aw.
That's adorable. I hope you got a picture of that.
Hell no, I didn't. I was going 60.
But Enoch, you were saying something else. I was getting distracted with getting caught up.
I was just gonna say Enoch was going to flip through Weber's book and try to find answers about this area. Any answers at all? We have a lot of questions. We don't have many answers.
Is it safe to assume that everyone else in that room is incapacitated? I hope they're not.
Very strong odds that they are.
I mean, if we're gonna be taking enough time to rest, I can attempt to try to get through those walls. We never tried to see if I could actually manipulate them.
How so?
He just flexes his hand and the nanites fly out the typical way.
Oh, yes, of course. Those
Could also
strange
use-
hornets that you control.
I could also try scrying on them.
Yeah,
Get a view of that room.
that'll save me some time.
I still have the slot for it. I can do that before I rest. Finn's gonna pull out his crystal ball and that's a 5th level spell. Etiam sic nebulae sunt defensionem. And he's gonna keep chanting that while the mists swirl in his crystal ball, and he takes a look for Biff.
All right. Let me double check. Already got scrying real quick.
I can also just click it and post it in there for you.
All right. So is that okay? So as you go to cast scrying on Biff, the first thing that you realize that as you're zooming in on it, the first thing that strikes out is that for what you can see in the room, it is entirely submerged in that grayish slime for what you can see. But what's more concerning as you look at Biff's location, you do not recognize the creature that you had seen as Biff. Their complexion looks different. Dark blue. No hair to speak of whatsoever, which is very, very odd. As you just see the body just suspended in the slime up over the top of the console.
Can I roll something to see if I recognize what kind of creature that is?
Sure, you can give me an Arcana check.
I can do that for you. That is 2 nat 1s.
The darn.
Bruh. You're not sure. You think that it might be Biff, but maybe the acid did something to him?
And that'd be projected on my crystal ball for everyone to see.
Oh, great. So we're all huddled around ye olde live leak.
Yep.
Can the rest of us roll Arcana to see if we know what it is?
Sure.
C17.
9.
I'll say Rue's the only one to get this so far, as... Oh?
I was gonna say 1 second. It didn't go 13.
Yeah, Rue. It kind of makes sense for you in your case because You have heard that there are other creatures that can also change their forms? You've heard of such a creature known as a doppelganger?
Hmm.
You suspect that that might be what Biff was. Is?
Her
Biff
brows
was
kinda-
sus the entire time.
He was Among Us.
Among Us!
I knew he was sus the whole time.
You said the thing!
Huh.
Hmm? What is it?
She just kind of stares at the globe for a little while. Don't believe he was human.
Really? He looked human enough to me.
She shakes her head. It looks like a
Magic
doppelganger.
again? Doppelgangers.
Gesundheit.
She snorts.
Thank you.
They change their appearance.
Huh. And Biff was something like that?
It looks like it.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely was he to try to kill us?
Do I know how dangerous they are? If at all? Mila?
Make a history check for me. With advantage, I'll say.
Okay. 6.
6. Maybe, maybe not. Depends, I guess.
She shrugs. Hard to say. Perhaps it could have, but perhaps he might not have, considering he probably wanted to get out of here just as much as anybody.
Well, then this will definitely haunt me then. There's no consolations in this place.
Were we expecting any at this point, though, sadly?
I can dream, damn it.
Only
Well,
two things.
Metaphorically speaking.
Maybe it wanted out, or if doppelganger. If doppelgangers can take forms of other things, maybe we could assume that either A, it wanted out, or B, a Sirak had an agent, made it look like somebody in distress, and then, well, you know.
It is possible, however, you have to consider if it was an agent. Well, she kind of motions to the traps. Clearly would have been obvious that it was a trap. I don't think they would have wanted to place themselves in harm's way.
True, but if we've learned anything about this entire place, it's that everyone who made it, including the ancient Amuans, were kind of dicks. So they might not have told him that he was actually, in danger.
I wouldn't say all the ancient Amuans were.
I mean,
Come
there's
on.
some right here.
I mean, with all due respect, he points to Wiver's journal. They inspired a Sirak to somehow make this worse.
Fair.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm just saying not everyone is withers.
I was thinking about that too, Dan. With liches and whatnot, do they take names or do they use the same names they had? Was a Sirak someone else?
Well, I mean, we usually keep our names, but Sarek. I mean, oh, you said liches. I mean, so it depends from person to person, I'd say. Like, potentially a lich might want to hide who they were in their past life before becoming an undead monster. But
Because that would help them hide their phylactery? Is that what it was? Phylactery somehow.
yes. It definitely has advantages. But, I mean, you could just hide the phylactery somewhere else with keeping your name. But I'd imagine it'd be harder to find, maybe. If you're trying to find, I don't know, pulls a random name out of his hat. Dave's phylactery. When you're actually looking for a Serax.
All was peaceful until the Archlich Keith showed up.
Powerful of all liches.
Bill. Interesting. You
Well-
did bring up Ancient Moon Society, though, and how you suggest they somehow made a Sirac. They empowered Sirac somehow.
Give me a second. I have to pull up the DM with the actual things I read. Marveled at the trials. Yep. Omu's bloody trials drew the attention of a Sirac, an Archlich, who wanders the cosmos in search of souls to harvest. A Sirac who was fond of death traps marveled at the trials concocted by the Omuans. They inspired him to create his own dungeon below the city. So yeah.
Imagine being so good at Dwarf Fortress someone went up to. So the attention. I'm just trying to think of any other available weakness we could exploit with the Sirac. I was thinking if he was someone in Omuan society who then changed his name, we might be able to find the person that a Sirac was. But if he came from beyond the cosmos, and, well, these wardrobes did show me other places that aren't here, and that checks out with what Dan was telling me about planes. This is a lot to take in.
Yeah, cosmology is a big subject.
It's fun though. Think of all the places I could visit.
True.
I mean, before all
But
this, I was just proud that I learned how to read.
I remember when I first learned how to read too. Off of old books we traded with. Some of the elders helped.
Yeah.
But that being said, if he's not part of the original Moon Society, then I have no idea. For all we know, a Sirac may have come from that really grim-looking wardrobe over there, and he waved his hand over to the Shadowfell one. So that puts me back at my first thing. Find a Sirac, and then drive this sword through him as hard as I can.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
So, a thought just occurred to me more about the immediate situation. I can cast Liamon's tiny hut and give us some extra defense, but only 9 of us will be able to be in it. Who wants to be part of the hut crew?
I'm fine with just watching this door to make sure nothing magical tries to kill us.
I want to be safe. I want a nap.
I think I'd be fine resting. There's a lot about my culture and indeed my past, the past of my kingdom that I need to consider.
Zeno, me, Yuki, Tyrant Bane. Okay, we have room for 5 more people.
Dan, I'm just going to say this right now. I think we've already learned that your Yuki ploy did nothing for your witch, and as much as I love Yuki, maybe you should leave a space open for the people that can't be brought back with magic.
I don't think it's been tested yet. I don't think Yuki had the ability to turn into me when...
They did when they
Peggy
stole your
died.
hair.
Oh,
It's
They
true.
were sleeping right next to you.
damn.
Above game, I believe most hags have true sight.
What's true sight? They can see through invisibility or something?
They can see through illusions, like, and everything as it is. like using the doppelganger example, they would see them in their true form even though they're shifted.
Huh, that's neat.
It's a really powerful ability that like just to even get a taste of it, you have to have a 7th level spell slot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what I'm saying is maybe look, as much as I love Yuki, let's maybe save up a space for some of these very important people that we don't want to die.
I mean, it's fine. I can go in. She shrugs. Not terribly bothered either way.
Hmm.
I'll have Yuki shift back. It made me feel a little safer. But you make a very good point.
I'll guard you.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Like I think we can all say that if anyone tries anything this time, you're gonna have 9 of us in there. We're not gonna let it, or 8 of us in there. We're not gonna let anything happen.
Zol just kind of looks out and. If space is a matter of concern, I could stand watch outside.
I agree. If you do need a one for anything, just let me know.
Right, brother. Oop, I did not mean to do that. I meant to have...
Brother, a bar appeared on you.
Oh,
no,
weird
no,
just
I
happened.
didn't.
No, he's being censored.
Oh
Listen, he has way too much cow titty.
no! Man.
No such thing as too much
Oh
cow
my
titty.
God.
No such thing.
He does
Wow,
the
you're really-
flex where each peck just bounces up and down. Boom, boom, boom.
I was about to
Yeah,
say-
he does the Terry Crews thing.
Yeah, that's just about to say.
I was gonna say, Caitlin, you're really channeling your inner Orvex now.
Yeah, why not? I can appreciate a good man titty if I want to.
Yeah.
Especially if
Good
it's like
moolah.
Terry Cruz's man titty, okay? That's a fun little titty dance that he do.
Everyone
That-
can appreciate
that
Terry
is-
Crews' titties.
Look, I appreciate Terry Crews' titty dance, alright? Like, it's pretty good.
Oh man. So, as a lot of you begin to make your preparations as Dan continues to cast his Liamon's tiny hut, and as Enoch begins to peruse through the journal and finds himself on a particularly interesting passage,
I may have just opened
As
that
the-
DM.
and as that begins to pop up, and you begin to attempt your long rest in this cog of blood, as it were, that actually seems like a good place to leave our session for tonight.
Hey.
Yay!
Hooray!
Now that we're wrapping up, I really want to thank Connor for the raid. Oh,
Thanks, Connor.
Hey,
Thank
Connor.
you.
Goddamn, Buzzo!
I'm just gonna put this entry in party notes. But let's start with our wrapping up. Caitlin, where can they find you?
Hello, I'm Caitlin C37. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Tumblr, other places at Caitlin C37. My commissions are open, so if anybody wants any paintings and things like that, you can find all my information there.
Alrighty, moving right along. Milla, where can they find you?
Well, when you can't find me DMing for this lovely group of players here, you can find me on Twitter at MiddleNinjaNerd. You can also find me streaming at twitch.tv/MiddleNinja. Tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to continue my casual playthrough of Pokemon Scarlet. And also maybe brainstorming some ideas for a potential generational Violet Nuzlocke, where if I wander into a nice new area, oh hey, let's roll a d10 to see what we can get. The number I get is the first Pokemon of that generation that I see that I will have to catch. Kind of a nice, interesting change of pace as opposed to traditional Nuzlocks. It kind of helps make things a little more random. And you can also catch me Monday nights normally at twitch.tv/LeJake for Tyranny of Vetos. Horde of the Dragon Queen. We are currently on hiatus, though, with the holiday season fast approaching us. So, that game isn't going to pick up again until the new year. So, once that pops in, be sure to let you guys know. And, yeah, that's it for me.
Alrighty, DeLuna, where can they find you?
Hello. You can find me on Twitter at Luna1338 and everywhere else at Luna13. Streams, I'm a part of them. Next year, hopefully next year, like, my situation will be a little bit better. I can actually start streaming again. Like, I keep saying that, but I thought that it was gonna go a lot smoother than things have. So, but yeah, that's me.
Alrighty, Chaco, where can they find you?
Hello, you can find me here on Tuesdays playing Elise. You can find me over on twitch.tv/twitchperson on Sundays for Power Rangers Cyberstrike. Unfortunately, with the holiday season, we are going to be on a hiatus until next year. Stay tuned to Twitch's Twitter for when we will be going live next with that. Otherwise, you can find me on Twitter at ChagoZombie101.
Alrighty, and Draco, where can they find you?
You can find me on YouTube as Draco Magnius. You can find me on Twitter at DMagnius, and you can find me here as Draco_Magnius. I stream Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 10 p.m. East Standard Time. On Wednesdays, we're doing the Minish Cap. We've made it into the Marsh. Let me open this real quick. The Caster Wilds, and we're looking for the wind element there. Thursday, I was doing AI the Somnium Files, but we've just finished that. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I made a poll. I'm going to just pop that in the Discord, because I don't think I can pop the link into the chat or not. But, so yeah, I have that poll set up. If you guys want to vote in that, decide what I'm going to be doing this Thursday, I have no idea yet. I was thinking either Cult of the Lamb, maybe starting up a D&D campaign, although that's going to mean we're not streaming that Thursday. Maybe Persona 5, Jedi Knight game, and some other games I've collected randomly when I was at a GameStop, just like grabbing random stuff that looked cool. And on Saturday, you can find me and DeLuna playing Kingdom Hearts Final Mix on Proud Mode. We're nearing the end of that, and that means I have a lot of stuff to do before we finish it off, like turn in all the puppies, finish the 100-Acre Woods, the Hades Cup, and maybe some farming to get some cool new equipment. But that does it for me.
Alrighty, Rabbit, where can they find you?
Hey, what's going on? My name's Rabbit. I'm a writer and a comedian. You can go ahead and find me on Twitch, Twitter, and many other fun little places at Hey Mr. Rabbit. Oh yeah, I have a YouTube now. You can find me on YouTube at Hey Mr. Rabbit now too. I put all my VODs up on there. Anyway, I stream RPGs and horror games. So if that sounds like the kind of thing you're into, if you like seeing things like The Evil Within or Choo Choo Charles or RuneScape, Shadows Over Loathing, or just a fun little bit of variety now and again, like Steel Rising or like Northgard. That's where you'll find me. I love games like that.
Nice. And well, hey, you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter at BurnoutVaughn. Since we've got a lot of new people in the chat, if you like D&D, we do a lot of it here. Every Tuesday, we've got this game, our Tomb of Annihilation game called Chult Personality. Every other Saturday, including this one, we have our Strixhaven game, Saved by the Spell. And coming up on the 30th of December, we have a D&D mini campaign that we are going to be running with myself, Sarah Ann Williams, Blue Kazanate, and Miss Tweetums, where we are going to be going through a modified version of Waterdeep Dragon Heist for much higher levels. So prepare for a lot of craziness for our new mini campaign, C4. And now I think it's time for us to find somebody to raid. I'm glad you laugh at that as much as I do, Rabbit.
I love the names you come up with. It. You name campaigns like Linda like names burgers. It's so good.
That one is the only one so far that I actually get to take credit for. The other two, one was named by Citric, that was Pack Tactics, and the other one was named by Tart since he was running it.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, as much as I would love to steal credit for things.
I mean, I thought it was you that came up with Chult Personality.
No, that was Chaco that did that.
That was me.
That was
Yeah.
that was Chaco there.
Yeah.
So,
I
speaking
just-
of...
Apologies, Chago. That was...
I forget what the original thing was called, but I just randomly blurted out Chult's personality, and you guys were like, "No, that's good."
Yeah, I remember I put a pitch for Expedition Chult, but yeah, Chult's personality is so much better. Anyway,
Well, we're gonna...
before we figure out who we're gonna raid, just a quick shout out to L Robot for figuring out the quote of the session.
Oh, yes, I will read it now. I'm sorry, Robot, I almost skip that every time, but the quote of the session this week unsurprisingly goes to Tyrant Bane. Don't worry, it's nothing the jungle hasn't seen before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, since we can't use it for an episode title on YouTube, how about our raid message for Brawl Kaiser be, enter the nude zone?
Enter the nude zone, yes.
Oh, that poor boy's gonna be so confused.
They'll love it.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming out, and we will see you all hopefully next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Later.